Wellawatte Seelagawesi Thero, Sandunarana Monastery, Nakalswatte. Some devotees who organize Dhamma programs expect details based on the character of Venerable Wellawatte Seelagawesi Thero, and that requirement is fulfilled with this. He was born on Wednesday, 16th of January 1963, at the Maternity and Childcare Centre in Wellawatte as the eldest of a family of 6 boys. Childhood was spent in a house on the riverbank of Mahavali in the village of Wellawatte, within the city limits of Kandy. There was indeed no child in this village as mischievous as this child. Kahal, the girls' college, held classes to boys from grade 1 to 5, and he started his education from there. The inspiration of Mahavali Mahavidyalaya helped him to have a wonderful experience from the 6th grade to GCSE ordinary level examinations. He sat his GCSE A levels from Vidyartha College, Kandy. He was very keen for education. He often offered to help the other children in the class. From an early age, he loved singing and playing. There had been frequent parental reprimands for not being afraid to fight when enough freedom was not given. He was dedicated to social work since childhood. After completing his studies, he entered social work. He joined St. John's Ambulance Brigade and led high-ranking missions. Dedicated to community healthcare, educational workshops on maternal and child malnutrition prevention, and he devoted time to youth workshops on alcohol and drug prevention. He became interested in meditation as a result of his focus on projects to help liberate those who are addicted to alcohol. In such a program, the great Mangala Sutta explained by the celibate Leo Dhamma Devendra led his spiritual pursuit of Dhamma. He was asked to bring the horoscope when idea of being ordained was shared with the most venerable Nayaka Thero at Sri Bodhimala Vihara, Dharamvala. Having checked the horoscope, it was declared that he could not be ordained as he did not have priestly yoga. But after having discussions for nearly 3 hours, the prelate agreed to ordain him. He left home on the morning of 4th of October 1989 to become a monk and receive the necessary training under the guidance of the chief incumbent of the Sri Bodhimala Vihara in Dharamvala. It had not been difficult for him to face the criticism born of conflicting views and personal differences with an unwavering mind, and he had to make a vow with a firm determination to obtain the ordinance which had not been received. Due to the success of this vow based on Jayapurutha, he was ordained on 29th of June 1990 at the Sri Mahabodhisima Malakya, Varapitiya, Kandy, under the lineage of Mahasangha of the up-country Amarapura Nikaya. After being a novice monk for 5 years, he obtained his higher ordination on the 29th of June 1995 at the Sri Mahabodhisima Malakya in Varapitiya, Kandy. Though he was ordained in the village temple, going on alms round wearing the alms bowl, an interest in meditation gave him wonderful training. His willingness to share the Dhamma with small groups made the work much easier. He had to face strong resistance from the monks and the society as he tried to understand the necessity and act without worrying about the tradition. Eager to make all protest a blessing, he had the opportunity to develop practical wisdom. It should also be emphasized that the force that leads to his self-fulfillment was enhanced through Buddha-Guru meditation. He pays special attention to meditation and conducting meditation programs. He would like to mention that the use of the Puri chanting book and encouraging the laity to use it as a successful Dhamma mission. He gratefully acknowledges that the association and inspiration of eloquent, dignified and learned elder monks is a great support. He is interested in Dhamma discussions, attempting to rebuild shattered characters, serving lesser fortunate, international religious services, and finally, he would like to mention that he is happily and enthusiastically engaged in many missions such as recording Dhamma audiobooks.